course, another year around the NFL sun. NFL football is right around the corner. I'm now being joined by Super Bowl champion, former head coach Antonio Pierce. Antonio, when you look at this season, man, there's a lot of parity with so many different organizations. But when you look at some of the unexpected stories we potentially could see, what kind of stories you think will come to surface?
I still think you got to start where you always start, down there in Dallas, Texas, with them Cowboys, and how Dak Prescott, George Pickens, C.J. Lamb, that offense, you know they're going to put up points. But the problem last year was what? The defense.
Yes.
Can they stop these guys? Can they stop the other teams in that division, right? Can they finally dethrone the Philadelphia Eagles? Is Jayden Daniels and the Commanders that threat offensively will they present to the Dallas Cowboys? So I'm really interested to see what happens down in Dallas, right? How does Dak Prescott, some off the field stuff that they talked about personally, but let's talk to the field. Can he go back to that guy that we saw that was playing at a very high level before the injury with two elite receivers? The running game might be the only question mark I have, but I think other than that, this is a team that can score, but the pressure is on the Cowboys to win.
And you're talking about the Cowboys who currently play in the NFC East. Your two former teams that you played with throughout your outstanding NFL career also play in the NFC East. So I'm gonna hit you with a tough question right now, and I need an answer from you. Out of your two former organizations, right, the Commanders and the Giants, which will have the better season in 2026, and why?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm a big Jayden Daniels fan. Everybody knows that. I'm going to go New York Giants. That roster is loaded. I'm a defensive guy, so I get excited when I see 6'5", 6'4" linebackers in Edmonds and Reese, who they drafted. Then you put that up with the Dual Carter, who you drafted last year. Saw him come on late. The two other defensive ends between Banks and Thibodeau and
you got Reese and Burns.
Brian Burns.
Brian Burns.
When you look at just that front seven, I know they lost Dexter Lawrence. But when you look at that front seven, you cannot be nothing but excited about that. And then the two young offensive players that you had last year, Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbull. I mean, the Giants give you so much optimism, and you bring in a coach like John Harbaugh, you expect to win now. So if there's any team that's going to challenge the Cowboys, better yet, the Eagles in that division, I think it's the Giants.
Okay, you mentioned Jayden Daniels, a guy who you've known since he was, 14, right? Kind of had I don't want to say a letdown type of season, but because of the injuries, he didn't really capitalize off of his rookie campaign. What do you visualize for Jayden this season in year 3, in a very, very important year?
Yeah, I think just a player that, when you have so much success as a rookie of the year, you take your team to the NFC Championship game, the expectations year 2 is high, and they work for him, as expected. With injuries, the way the team went, not just with the quarterback position, offensive line, wide receivers, running back, they got decimated when it came to receivers. I expect in year 3, just seeing Jayden, talking to him throughout this offseason, a bigger, more mature, let the game come to him. I still expect him to run because that's what he does. That's what he does, and that's a big part of his game. But I can see that jump that we saw in year 1, that surprise moment we got from him, that we didn't get in year 2, back in year 3.
So let's transition to the AFC. Formerly head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Of course, Clint Kubiak came out and made it known. There's no quarterback competition. Kirk Cousins is our QB1. Did you agree with that decision? And how soon would you like to see Fernando Mendoza under center?
Yeah, I'm all about competition. And I think they're in a great situation. If you have a Kirk Cousins and the number 1 pick and Fernando Mendoza as your backup, that's great options, right? A little different than what I had when I was coaching there at the Raiders. But I think for them, I would like to see competition. And I think the team would like to see that position compete at a high level. But I also understand protecting your franchise quarterback for the next X amount of years, letting him watch a veteran like Kirk Cousins, learning from him, not throwing him out there in the fire week 1. But I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't take long in Las Vegas. I'll say within the next, I think in the first 3 to 4 weeks of the season.
We could see.
Yeah, I don't think we could. I think we will. We will see Fernando.
That's fair. And when you talk about the defense, man, it starts and it stops with Maxx Crosby. And for me, I was a bit confused when I heard they were entertaining training or trying to trade Maxx Crosby to the Ravens, but he's back in a Raider uniform. Why should Raider Nation be excited that a motivated and healthy Maxx Crosby is back?
Listen, I haven't been around many players as a player or coach like Maxx Crosby, where there's no on and off switch. It's on. 24/7, walk through, jog through, meeting room, practice, walking in the building, forget about a game day. The intensity, the pride, and the commitment that he has to that organization is like no other. Now, when things happen and the trade doesn't go through, you got to come back home and say, all right, well, am I truly welcome? Well, you'd be silly if you're the Raiders not to welcome in probably one of the best players in the National Football League to your team that needs some juice, that needs some star power on that side, that needs a difference maker like Maxx Crosby. And the one thing he does is makes everybody on the team, everybody pick up their level of play and competition. So for an organization that's just trying to get over the hump and trying to just win some more games, right, be competitive in the National Football League, it's great to have a Maxx Crosby on your team.
Okay, before I let you go, I want to hit you with a question that I've been meaning to ask you for a long time, and I finally got you here. We both have something in common, winning the championship. We both were a part of memorable plays in those said championships. I'm going to ask you a question. I want your honest answer here.
Give it to me.
Which was the better catch? The David Tyree helmet catch or the Santonio Holmes toe tap catch in the corner of the end zone? And I need you to be honest, AP.
We're talking about a catch, like a football catch.
What was the better catch in
Better catch.
two monumental moments?
This is good. I like this. The better catch with two hands was Holmes. The better catch with a helmet in a hand was Tyree. So that's my answer.
I don't like that.
That's the shit.
You know I don't like
That's
that?
the shit.
Because I'm going to keep it real.
Because you said catch. I gave you a one-hand catch
you
and a
did.
two-hand catch.
Okay, so what was the better play?
Oh, David Tyree, come on.
How?
That gets replayed way more than Santonio Holmes. Come on.
No,
The toe tap, everybody toe taps.
We see the Santonio Holmes play all the time. You know why Tone had the better play and him and Big Ben had the better play?
Yeah.
Because there was no luck involved. That was all skill.
Look, you know how skilled it is to catch a ball with your
That was
like
luck.
this?
You knew, AP, you were on the sideline
Can
probably
you do
either
it?
watch
Let me
it,
think
I
about
can't
it.
do it.
So that's how skilled
and
it
that
was.
was
That
luck.
man is skilled.
I don't know if David Tyree could do it again.
We don't need to do it again. We just need to do it one time to win a Super Bowl.
Well, you
18-1.
know,
Write that down.
This is what I expected from you being the Giants, and I understand that. But I want to hear what the fans got to say.
Oh, you know what they're going to say.
Steelers all day.
Come
in
on,
America.
G-Man. Talk. Let's go. Come on.
All day in America.
Come on. Best, and there's some good franchises here we're talking about now.
Great franchise.
Who got the better
right?
fan base? How about that?
Steelers.
Why? Because of a towel? Because y'all wave a towel?
Worldwide. It doesn't matter
No, you
where
just wave
we
a towel.
go.
You just wave a towel.
It's super
We're
important.
global. We're global.
You're not global.
You go to Europe. Go see Big Ben.
Okay.
I saw Big Ben.
I didn't
before
want to
Big
do
Ben.
this, G-Man, because I like the organization. I grew up a Lawrence Taylor fan. He was my favorite player.
Who's the better defensive player? Who has a better defensive player? Lawrence Taylor or who's your guy?
Lawrence Taylor.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait a minute. You have the best, but we have quantity
Yeah, okay.
and quality. Mel Blount, Joe Green,
good players.
L.C. Greenwood, Lambert, Ham.
But we're talking about the best.
I'm just saying, we throw out multiple. We got multiple guys now. If you want to
How many
go
Super
down
Bowl
that
rings
road.
y'all got?
6.
Oh, okay, all right, you won. We're done.
Six. Before I let you go, you're getting ready for the season. As you see, we're fired up right here, as it should be. I'm going to ask you 2 questions, right?
Okay.
One pertaining to the AFC and the NFC. When you look at the list of teams that were finished last place a year ago, who has the best chance to go from worst to first in the AFC? So I'm going to give you the list of teams, right? You have the Jets, Browns, Titans, Raiders, who all finished last in their division. Who could go from worst to first?
I always look at the division,
Pick
who
one.
won it. Yeah, I look at, I want to say the Raiders, but then how about Tennessee? How about them Titans? I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans on this one. I like young Cam Ward. I like Brian Daboll coaching them. Then we got Solly over there calling the defense. They got a pretty good defense, by the way. And in that division, it's kind of
You
like.
got Houston, you got Jacksonville, you got 2 playoff teams.
No, some really, but nobody's a dominant. No, there's no like, I know they're going to do it each and every week. So if there's a team that could probably just surprise some people, I can see Tennessee being that team.
I like that. So transition to the NFC, you have the Giants, Lions, Saints, Cardinals.
Now, how did the Lions become last in that division? This is a team a couple
And
years
they
ago.
won
we
9 games last year, too.
So how about that? We go Detroit Lions. That's easy money right there. I'm
Easy?
going Detroit. Yeah, Detroit Lions all day.
I thought you might go with the Giants because you talk highly about
We already
them.
won that bet because we talked about the catch.
Okay.
So I gave them they win. Now we're going to talk about the
So
Lions
AP
and give them
don't
they
think
win.
the Giants could win their division this year, basically, as we saying.
Hey,
I like the Lions,
put it on
though.
the grass.
You're not wrong.
Solid. No,
like
Lions
you
good,
said,
solid.
how they were a last place
When you
team.
said that, it kind of now
Yeah.
you know you got to get your memory bank back.
Yeah.
I'm like Lions,
Lions.
but yeah, they had a lot of injuries. I
Okay.
don't think that's going to happen this year. Dan Campbell's going to go back to bite kneecaps.
He got to.
You got to bite some more
That's
kneecaps
the
to get some more
mantra.
wins.
They got to.
let's do
AP, man, it's a pleasure, man. Can't
Always.
wait to get everything cracking with you this upcoming season.
Always.
See you Sunday.